Hey everybody, Mr. Schreiber is here and he is ready to teach you some two-step equations. So you got this paper from me either on Thursday or Friday. Please have it out, and I want you to write down everything that we're about to do here, because every single step that you do is the expectation that I'm looking to see. So we're going to get right into it so I can get as many examples of this as possible. And here we go. So we have 3 equals negative 3 plus a over 2. We want to get a by itself. We want to know what a is. So first we're going to get rid of this negative 3. To get rid of that, our constant, we're going to add 3 on both sides. Keep that plus 3 right under that negative 3. This goes away. And if we do 3 on both sides, add 3 on both sides, we're going to get 6 equals a over 2. You're going to notice I put a line right here. I'm a huge fan of that. Get out a ruler, make a straight line. It makes it so your equation is just really nice and clean. And we're now left with 6 equals a over 2. And if you have division here, you get rid of division by multiplying exactly like this by the reciprocal. We're going to multiply by 2. Watch what happens here. That goes away. And a equals 12. And we're going to circle that. Wonderful. A equals 12. Well, we're not done yet. Every single problem that we solve, we're always going to check. So we're going to take this here, and we're going to write it exactly like we normally would, except the only difference is we're going to plug in our answer. So our check is right here. Every single problem, I'm going to rewrite this as 3 equals negative 3 plus something over 2. Go back, and we're going to plug in our answer. Our answer was a is 12, so I'm going to put a 12 here. And now, let's see, does it equal 3 on both sides? So 3 is going to be here, equals negative 3 plus 12 divided by 2 is 6. And you guys can see that 3 equals negative 3 plus 6. It's going to be 3 equals 3. That's our check. Every single one you guys need a check. I'm going to kind of scroll this back a little bit so you guys can see. Every single one needs a check, and every single problem needs to be solved step by step. Very good. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is 5 minus 8v equals 36. The very first step we're going to do is we're going to get v by itself. We're going to take away this 5. That's a positive 5. We can take away 5 on both sides. Watch what happens. You take away 5 on both sides. Again, I have my straight line here to make it look super nice and neat. I like to circle this here. We're going to bring down a negative 8v. And I know I'm going kind of quick through this, so if I'm going too quick, just feel free to pause so you can catch up. 37 minus the 5 is going to be 32. And then how to get rid of this negative 8? We're going to divide by negative 8 on both sides to get rid of multiplying here. We're going to divide by 8. Divide by 8. Notice a negative 8 divided by negative 8 is going to give you a positive 1, so that cancels out. And 32 divided by negative 8 is going to be a negative 4. And circle. Don't forget your negative. That's a negative 8 up here. And we got to bring that down, and we got to divide by negative 8 to get rid of that. Wonderful. Well, we have our answer. Now let's go and check it. Let's plug it in. You write it exactly like you normally would. The only difference being is that instead of putting v, you're going to put the answer. So 5 minus 8. I like to put parentheses every single time. I like to take out a different marker because it makes it look cooler. And we're going to plug in our negative 4. So 5 minus 8 times a negative 4 equals 37. And now let's solve this. Let's solve it on both sides. So 5 minus 8 times a negative 4 is a negative 32 equals 37. Keep it nice and clean, nice and neat. Let's make that plus a positive, and then there you see you get 37 equals 37, no matter what, every single time. Step 1, plug in your number. Step 2, simplify. Step 3, you should have an equal sign on both the same. That should help.